The Galaxy Watch 4 is now about 1 year old, and there have been many changes during this time span. And today I will share with you my experience on the Galaxy Watch 4. Of course, I didn't wear it 24/7, but I compared this one to many others. I reviewed it right after the release and even 6 months later, and now we're about to see the Galaxy Watch 5. Alright guys, something that I'm always worried about on smartwatches or even smartphones is how is the battery life performing after such a long time. And I gotta tell you, this watch lasts for about, well, exactly 24 hours. And that is with the always on display mode enabled and about 1 hour of workouts. Now, that hasn't changed too much during this 1 year. It might have been a few hours more, but it's good to know that the battery life is still performing well after such a long time. By the way, we still have the same problem as last year, which means we have to treat this watch just like a smartphone and we have to charge it every day, which by the way will take about 80 minutes to go from flat all the way up to 100%. Okay, that's what I noticed about the battery life, but there are so many other cool and new features to discover, and one of them has to do with our watch faces. I mean, we have so many of them that we can barely count them. If it's some with a lot of data, simple ones, digital or analog watch faces, and you can even use your own pictures and use them as a background. For that, head over into your Galaxy Wearable app, check out the watch faces and find the My Photo Plus watch face. On this one, you can either take a picture directly and use it as a background, or you can look in your gallery and choose one from over there. Either that's something that I missed or didn't know, but before setting your picture as a background, you can edit this picture and do something like the color saturation, brightness levels, and all of that stuff. And then afterwards, you can customize the clock type, clock color, and change up to 4 different complications. These are basically some shortcuts on your watch for a quicker access and overview right on your home display. So you can basically add the battery life for the first one, use the phone feature as a second, and so on. And then you can also change the color of the complications. Pretty complicated. No, not really. By the way, you now get way more presets of watch face styles that you didn't have a year ago. The My Photo Plus used to be a 1 and now you have 5. And that's the same with other watch faces. And not only did we get more presets, but also watch faces in general, like the weather center, which is pretty much self-explaining. You get the info brick, which is packed with activity data, or you can choose the live wallpapers, which are by far the best since they change color and form every time you touch a display. Now, a totally new feature that we give with our workouts is the VO2 Max. Now, by default, you're not going to find it anywhere. So we have to head over into our customizable workout display. And just like we changed the metrics during the workout into others, right here we will find the VO2 Max. Now we just have to replace it for something else like calories, and there we have it. The next one has to do with our health stats. Well, to be more precise, with our sleep tracking. Now, as you may know, this watch tracks your light and deep sleep, REM and awake time. You get to know your sleep duration, when you fell asleep and when you woke up, and even your burned calories. But now, you even have a sleep coach. Just click in your sleep stats on this little info box, and if you've been wearing your watch for a little longer, you will find some coaching right here to understand your sleep pattern a little bit better, and it might help you, who knows. Another new feature that I have not noticed at first, but we can actually change the placement of our watch. So we can wear it on our left wrist or on our right wrist, and we can even switch up the buttons around. I didn't even know this was a thing, but in your settings you will find orientation. So at first we can decide if you want to wear the watch on the left or on the right side, and then you can change the buttons around, which at first sounded a little bit weird, but it does make sense. So by clicking on left and right, the whole screen will turn around. Since you want to turn around your buttons, you have to reattach your straps in a different way, so the buttons will be on the right side again. So it does make sense. Now there's one feature that we have been waiting for ages, and that is the Google Voice Assistant. Now, if you didn't know, but you first have to update all of your apps and your system, and after that it will pop up in your apps and in your settings. But here you can decide if you want to turn it on with the magic words "Hi Google," or still click on the app to ask Google questions like "What's the weather today?" or "Set a timer for me." But you can also start calls and exercises, and you can even send some text messages by speaking to the watch. Now, one really small feature is that we can have the YouTube Music app as a tile on our watch rotation. And that even works for Adidas or Strava. if you happen to have those apps on your smartwatch. Now, back to the health stats. As you may know, we have a body composition, which tracks your body fat, BMR, BMI, and stuff like that. But now you can even set some targets. Just look for your body composition over in your health app and click the three dots in the corner and click on set targets. And now you can start to set targets for your weight, body fat, and your skeletal muscle. By the way, if you're interested in some cool tips and tricks about this watch, just click this video right here. Or if you want to see a full review about it and learn all about it, just click this video right here. And guys, there's nothing left to say, but please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel since this will help me out a lot. And with that being said, see you the next time. Peace.